there is a lot of stuff coming our way as a result of the events that have occurred across the country, but specifically December 2nd. And there are folks that are interested in changing the way we possess and own firearms. That is a significant issue for us across the entire state and probably across the country.
California has some of the most restrictive gun laws in the United States, along with New York and Illinois, and within the District of Columbia and Washington, D.C.
Some of the municipalities that have the toughest gun laws have the highest incidence of violent crimes occurring and the most gun crimes, which to me counteracts the argument that we need more gun control.
We've got to get Californians to realize the tragedy of Paris is a great example. The tragedies we've seen in other parts of the country is, it is in places where there are no firearms. It is in places where we would call the free zone, where you don't have anything to fear. That is where the bullies of the world show up. That is where the people who are filled with hate will show up time and time and time again and seek to take lives. You can look to Aurora, Colorado and look at the person there who said, I passed 6 different theaters where guns were allowed to go to the 7th in Aurora where there was a gun-free zone. Criminals in their very nature don't want to confront somebody that's capable of stopping them. They want to confront the weak. That's what they prey upon. And so it's not the fact that a firearm would ever have to be used. The mere fact that it's there is a deterrent.
Gun-free zones are just a cherry patch for individuals cowards who wish to carry out acts of terrorism and their agenda.
The legislation and the laws being passed do not impact the criminals, they're impacting the law-abiding citizen. And our legislators need to focus on making legislation that concentrates on criminal behavior regarding guns.
If you look at gun laws in the state of California, no matter how ridiculous they may seem, the law-abiding people obey them because they obey the law. Gun laws and 10-day waiting periods and all those things that have been put in place, the criminals don't follow that because they don't follow the law in the first place. They're going to break into your house, they're going to steal your gun, and they're going to use it however they see fit.
They've decided that there's a way to restrict and very well limit our Second Amendment, our right to keep and bear arms, and our right to protect ourselves from foreign enemies and from an oppressive government, and they're squeezing and squeezing, and they haven't done that with any of the other rights. If you look at some of the current legislation that's proposed, if it goes on, I have deputy sheriffs that are contemplating, will I now not be a deputy sheriff because I'm not going to give up my rights to keep a tool to protect me, and I may become a criminal? And again, these are people that will never have an issue with committing a violent crime against somebody, but now you've put this crime against them because they want to possess something that's a tool that they've grown up with, that they've known all their life, some instances family heirlooms, and it is just absurd.
Having an armed citizenship of law-abiding citizens is certainly a strong deterrent to crime. Taking away firearms from law-abiding citizens is not a deterrent to crime. It's only going to provide criminals with more opportunity to make more victims. Criminals will take advantage of an unarmed society.
An armed society is also a protected society. Law enforcement cannot be everywhere all the time, and it allows people to feel safe and to defend themselves if necessary, either in home or in public.
Scientific studies clearly illustrate that law-abiding citizens that are gun owners actually deter and prevent crime. And the vast majority of gun-related incidents where citizens use guns to protect themselves throughout the United States actually result in a favorable outcome, and the vast majority of times a gun isn't even fired in the defense of an innocent person. So yes, I think law-abiding citizens owning guns deters crimes and prevents crimes and protects people and their families.